this is Jules here from Thrive People, and today I have the lovely Heather joining me to tell us all about what she does and why she loves what she does. Now, Heather and I actually met just a couple of weeks ago at a LinkedIn local, where Heather's friendly face made me want to come sit next to her and get to know her more. And so through that journey, we discovered that we both are coaches, and Heather on the career coaching journey. So Heather, tell us more. What do you do and why do you love what you do?
Okay, so I would call myself a career development professional, but you'd probably call me a career advisor, career counsellor. And so what I do is I help people thrive, kind of like you do, but I look at it from the perspective of them finding that role, job, that calling, their why, and moving towards that, and then doing all the things to manage as they go along, whether they want to go up, down, sideways, they want to change, transition, however they want to do it. And that's I kind of work with clients in two different spaces, but right from about 15 all the way through past 70. So, we have a long working and career life. So I get a lot of joy out of helping the different age groups at different stages.
Oh, that's cool. A new insight for me in terms of the breadth of people that you work with in the age
Yeah.
groups. It's very exciting. Okay, how did you end up in this career? Was it planned or a happy accident?
A little bit of both, really. And I think that's probably what most people's careers are like. I actually started life as a chef. I thought that's what I was going to be for a long time. And as I moved into chefing, I started to manage restaurants and bars. And so you end up doing a lot of HR kind of development work, having staff, developing your staff. Moved into that space, into kind of HR, and realised pretty quickly that the bit of HR that I love is the career development piece. And so from there, it was very planned. I went and did graduate diploma and eventually a master's of counselling, and have been very specific about developing my skills in that particular area of what I guess HR, but a different part of HR than maybe most people have engaged with.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. And I love that you've also have some empathy for your clients in terms of traversing different careers and different backgrounds and professions. So that's pretty wonderful. In terms of your career, what might be one thing that could surprise most people about what you do?
Just how much time and effort it takes to be up to date, to be knowledgeable. I think most career development professionals are lifelong learners. They want to know everything. And so that really helps because there are thousands and thousands of careers, job titles, jobs, the way they go together, the way they change and develop and evolve over time. We're all seeing huge shifts in things like AI and how that's affecting career trajectories and things like that. So I guess people don't realise how much different pieces of knowledge that we have to kind of come together when we're having those discussions with people, and even just the different ways that you apply and how the changing technologies and things change the way you apply and are hired for a role.
Yeah, true. Really interesting that you also have to be at the front foot of what your candidates are experiencing to have that empathy for their journey. Amazing.
Yeah.
In terms of your working environment, how have you set up your working environment to enable you to thrive?
So I have what I would call a portfolio career. So I don't just work one role, one job, 9 to 5 kind of thing. I work for the University of Waikato, and I work there 4 days a week, and I'm lucky enough to work in the Hamilton and the Tauranga campus and online. So, and so with that role, I get to work across all the cohorts, all the schools, and all the age groups, from undergraduate coming in all the way through to postgraduate coming out, and sometimes a couple of postgraduates or something coming out. So that gives me real variety and depth. But also my other piece of my portfolio career is working for myself in my company's called Career Journey, and that's where I work with mid to late career professionals who are transitioning, who've hit that glass ceiling, who need to rebuild their confidence maybe after a knock, or have to figure out what those transferable skills are so that they can move forward to where they want to go. And so that's quite a different cohort. And then I try to always do a bit of volunteering. So I'm a trustee for youth employability, and we work in the space to help support the development of better policy around youth employability, and so that our youth can thrive. Because, of course, that's the start of your career journey, and if you don't thrive at that point, it has a huge impact with you moving through your life. And yeah, the knock-on effect of not starting well is seen all the way through your career.
Yeah, that's fair. In terms of your line of work, do you have any advice for someone that might want to get into a similar line of work to what you do?
We career development professionals generally don't start out as career development professionals. So if you want to get into our line of work, the easy way to do it is to go and do a bit of study. There's some stuff at NMIT, but even just look for those roles in places where you are supporting and helping people to get jobs, or supporting and helping people to figure out what they want to do. There are community spaces that you can start that in, but there are also lots of different jobs. You can even be a teacher and then do some training and move in it as school guidance teacher, or you can do private practice work with ACC clients, or there's just so much variety. You will find that every career development professional works in different spaces, because everybody needs somebody to help them along and make those choices. And even the people who maybe don't think that they need help, I find even a good career conversation can really help support them to make better decisions, but also be aware of all the options and things that they could be doing to maintain their career currency, especially in a changing environment. Often people who've been made redundant, it's because they haven't maintained their career currency. And so it's quite important nowadays to really be thinking about looking after your career, looking after what you do that makes you the money so that you can live the lifestyle that you want.
Yeah, really good advice. If someone wanted to get in contact with you, how would they do so?
Well, it's easy enough to get in contact with me through LinkedIn, through a message, or through my website, or just simply email me, heather@careerjourney.co.nz. That's easy.
Awesome. It's been wonderful chatting with you today, Heather, and I appreciate you sharing your insights with everyone.
Thanks, Jules.